My overall is backward. What's up, y'all? Happy Memorial Day. Hi, Ken, Rosie, Diana. Chief was here too, of course. Okay, so we're going to be reading this case by the request of Diana. Yeah, it should be interesting. And the main reason why is because the story's all jacked up, right? Okay, so we're going to go from there. I have like some stuff written down. So now his name is Cash Gernon. He was 4 years old and he was kidnapped on May 15th and then he was killed. So the kidnapper was 18-year-old, I believe it's Gernon Brown, and he claims he is not the man in their surveillance video that they're claiming that that's what they saw it in. Cash was found by a jogger on the 7500 block of Saddle Ridge Drive in Mountain Creek area of Dallas the same morning of the kidnapping, so May 15th. Cash and his twin brother were staying with the father's girlfriend, which they are no longer together. So, which was about 8 blocks away from where they found Cash's body. So, the girlfriend's house is on Florina Parkway, is I believe how you pronounce it. And then Gernon Brown is facing capital murder, charged after evidence testing is complete. Claims he is not guilty of any wrongdoing. So the kidnapping took place around 5 a.m. and reported missing around 11. I thought that was odd, that time frame. That's a big time frame because most kids are up way before 11, much less a 4-year-old, right? So as y'all come into the chat room, if y'all can give it a thumbs up, I'd greatly appreciate it. Like I said, we are here to try to kind of figure out what maybe happened in the Cash Gernon case. Like I said, if this is y'all's first time here, if y'all can hit the subscribe bar, notification bell, we greatly appreciate it. That way we can kind of go ahead and send out vibes to bring in any energy that we can to try to connect to what happened here. So Monica Shepard is the father's ex-girlfriend now, but the girlfriend at the time. And she reported the kidnapping. She identified Brown on footage because her son went to the same school with Brown and the family knew him, is what she said. Which is a little bit ironic. Again, she knew them. So since Cash's killing, another unrelated man told Dallas PD that that Brown broke into his home and tried to take his granddaughter in February. So Brown has a $4.625 million bond, charges burglary, kidnapping, injury to elderly from a February incident. The father, Trevor Gernon, had an outstanding drug charge and is in Harris County. So family will not allow Trevor to go to the funeral. Hey, Tracy, how are you? And hey, Ken. Yeah, I don't know much about that yet, but we're going to see, how that's going as far as the recording, anything like that. Let me back to the page. Yeah, I just don't get the time frame of when he was. Hey, Ren, how are you? I just don't get the time frame of from when he was reported missing at 11 o'clock in the morning. Being again, he was a 4-year-old child, so he should have been awake way before that. She looks pretty shady in her picture. So what we're gonna do is coordinate this chaos of a page of a mess of a story, and we're gonna figure out what's going on. I have done a reading on Scott Peterson. It was very, very old, though, and it was done by hand. So it's like really shaky. If you don't want to get seasickness, I would suggest not watching it. But if you're really interested, go ahead and watch it. But I'm going to go ahead and do that soon. And hey, Sunflower, how you doing? So let's go ahead and get started. I have out the Mermaid Tarot because obviously he is a child. So that's the decks that I get pulled to. And hope everyone's having a good day. So I'm going to shuffle the Mermaid Tarot by Lisa Robertson. Like I said, y'all come in. If y'all can give it a thumbs up, we'd greatly appreciate it. We are looking for some information as far as the murder of Cash Gernon in Dallas, Texas. So if anybody has information about it or they think somebody might, like I said, again, if you can hit that thumbs up, share it, subscribe, any of that, it'll let people know so that way they can bring in some information we might not have. Hey, Crime Curious, how are you? I was thinking of you the other day. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started with what was going on leading up to Cash's murder. I don't feel like they were taking care of him as far as the girlfriend. I feel like some shady business kind of went on with Cash for some reason, but we're going to go ahead and see why. So, pull it down just a bit. Don't mind Rex's butt. Oh, he's going to hide it now because I said something. Okay, so the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords was going on before Cash went missing. So this is somebody also trying to relieve that energy. You can feel that just a bit. And so they're trying to relieve that energy. So we're going to see what happened the day that he was kidnapped and murdered. Hey, Liliana, how are you doing? It's nice to see you. All right, so the Three of Pentacles was going on that day. So we do know her boyfriend had something to do with it, I do believe. Oh, not the boyfriend, the guy she claimed. I think it was, let me see, his name. Darylyn Brown. So she is saying this happened with three individuals, Cash, Darylyn, and her. And that's he basically came in and took the child. So that is what she is claiming on that day. Hi, Christine. How are you? And thank you for stopping in to say hello. So now what he is saying resulted from that was the Ten of Cups in reverse. So it spilled all the emotional fulfillment that people were trying to build and whatever was going on at that time. So we're going to go ahead and clarify the recent past before it led up to his murder. So with the Eight of Swords, someone was feeling bound by a lot of communication. Maybe, something that had to relate to do with the legal system. Maybe being able to get certain things from that system. Okay. And you do see the Empress, and then you see the Knight of Cups in reverse. So again, this is going to represent, what's her name? The woman, the girlfriend. Can't find her name right now. But basically, whoever the girlfriend was that was watching him, that the son's father left him with, that's her energy. And she is the one that was dumping out the cup. So I do feel like I still get this heavy, strong energy. I don't know if she owes somebody money or what the reason were to be to pass the kid along. I feel like she passed the kid along. I don't know why. Hi, Moonlight Magic. How are you? And welcome. Like I said, y'all come in. If y'all can give it a thumbs up, I greatly appreciate it. We are trying to figure out what happened kind of with Cash Gernon a little bit because there are so many players involved. Like I said, in that way, kind of bring people in who might have some more information, and that would be awesome. So with the Empress, so I think he's very much pointing at the girlfriend and saying she dumped out. And so she brought somebody in between their 30s and 40s to dump out his emotional, which would be his life. He was going nowhere. So they made sure of that. So it's like they did take him, they said. But like I said, again, it was for a purpose. So the reason they had him taken was to stop something that was going to interfere with them. I'm doing very good. Thank you. Yeah, so death. We do know he was murdered. He was stabbed, or something of the sort. It does say blunt object. And as you can see, it is the Mermaid Tarot, so it's got a lot of animals. But he is saying whoever these three people are the ones that are responsible for his passing. So with that, we want to go ahead and see with death in reverse, as far as these three individuals, what else do you want us to know about them? So they brought it in very fast, very harsh, and this is not the first time they had treated him this way. This was planned for quite a while, so it was. You can probably find it through text. You can probably find it through emails. You can probably find it through anything on paper. So with the 10 of Cups in reverse in the near future, he is saying they dumped out his happiness. Their happiness will be dumped out soon, and they are saying 9 of Pentacles. So right now, They are single. I know that. The couple split up. But there's something about the Nine of Pentacles that stands out as far as again, I feel a little bit of money was involved, but I don't know why yet, so we'll clarify. So why is the Nine of Pentacles here for the near future? Everything will be enlightened soon on the fact that his father's girlfriend was really the Queen of Wands in reverse, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, which means they were very aggressive. Whenever they're in reverse, they will take out whoever they need to take out to make themselves feel like they're the top dog. So, and it's a very nasty energy. Nobody likes it. So, with the Seven of Cups in reverse, they made that choice. They had these different cups to choose from. They went ahead and chose to trade him off some type of money, some type of something like that. So, we're going to use the Edgar Allan Poe to kind of clarify that. Does anybody have any questions so far? He is very, it's very flowing very well. I do have to say that. It's coming out very well. Very self-explanatory. It's very much the girlfriend's fault, as much as she's trying to avoid it. She helped plan it. I don't think it was an accident. Nobody snuck in. She planned to give that little boy away. I think it was for drugs. So let's go ahead and see. We're going to ask for him to come back in with the spirit guides, my spirit guides, anybody who else is involved, spirit guides, and we're going to go ahead and find out why this happened the way it happened and for what reason. Why could it not be avoided? Who was feeling the Eight of Swords? And this is the Edgar Allan Poe, if you're interested. Who was feeling the Eight of Swords and why were they trying to get the release? Okay, that's too many. That's like 5 cards. So let me see. Who is feeling the Eight of Swords? Why did they behave the way they do? Okay. So temperance, this person had no temperance. So the balance between their actions, their emotions, they had none. So they were basically going to kind of move forth. And again, it has the Empress under it with the dumping out of the cups. So let's go ahead and see. Why is the Empress here with the Knight of Cups in reverse? 2 of Cups. So she went ahead and dumped out this emotional, well, really, she dumped out the relationship with her and her, the kid's father. But not only that, I feel like there was some kind of, I think she had some type of connection to this, what's his name? Gernon Brown. I'm pretty sure they did, but I feel like there was more of a connection than they like to be honest about. But it didn't go right. I feel like she owed him something and he didn't like it. He pretty much told her, you ain't going to get away until you give me what I want. And that's when she felt like she lost strength. So when she lost strength, she kind of had to step in and do what she needed to do. And in that case, she played the game of the Three of Pentacles in reverse and death. So let's see why the Three of Pentacles is in reverse, because of the Page of Wands. So she went ahead with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, decided it was the best option that she had, and she went ahead and moved forward to go ahead and go with this plan, which was going to lead to death for cash. Now, the father's not popping out too much. I do have to say that. I said I want to welcome y'all again as y'all come in. We got about 26 in the room. Like I said, if y'all can hit that thumbs up, it'll let people know what we are who we are trying to channel. It will send out positive energy, and that way we can have people also come in who might have more information about this case. Like I said, if this is your first time here and you're enjoying the reading so far, if you can hit that subscribe bar, the notification bell, it'll let you know whenever we go live again in the future. I think it was drug money. I agree. With death in reverse, it was almost like they were going to blame it on this situation. Like I said, it's being, when it's this way, it's like it's judgment is going to be pulling you forth, because it's usually a better situation when you do it this way. It's because something like drug money, something you put yourself into, or some type of behavior, and there's nothing you can do but be pulled backwards. So with that, it was the King of Swords. She owed a male money. The King of Swords is going to be somebody who rules shit like that. Excuse my language, but they rule that kind of shit. So they're basically going to say, give me my money or I'm going to flip around. Whoop. In the King of Swords energy with this wand, and I'll smack you with it. So give me my money or we're going to have problems. That is the King of Swords energy in reverse. He has no problem being aggressive. It doesn't matter about what. And that's, again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in reverse. They are the more aggressive kind. You also do have the Eight of Wands in reverse, which would also represent that energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Why are you in reverse? Because they, it's not justified. They wanted what they wanted. They didn't care what they had to sacrifice to get it, whether it be another person or someone else. And then when that happened too as well, they were completely abundantly fulfilled. Again, this is a money situation or an item situation that was somehow being blocked. You do have the Ten of Cups in reverse. The Ten of Cups are in reverse because of the Tower. So basically, they came in on him and they took him out at night, and it ended up ending his life. So he's validating that, and he said it was the King of Wands, which we do have more fire energy in the past coming in to do that. So he is validating it is that individual energy. So it is this male, but again, the male is attached to the mother as much as she's trying to act like she does not know him. So with the Nine of Pentacles here, why is the Nine of Pentacles here? Who is it for? So after this, he felt like he was going to kind of have that King of Pentacles energy, kind of have the money that he was looking for. And the reason why is the Two of Pentacles. So he was going to probably make a choice between going somewhere and somewhere else. But enlightenment came on. And that's when they have been, I think they're being charged or being looked into. If I remember right by reading it. But either way, enlightenment was shown with the Hangman. So he is going down with the Ten of Wands. There's a lot of burdens that are being shown. It's on his back. So it's much like in the Titanic look. He is going down and he will drown in that energy. So who is the Queen of Wands? Why are they here? And how are they related to the case? Because she is the one that put the death cycle in place. So like I said, I do feel like she originally traded the boy for money and other things. Is she being looked at? I think she is. I'm not sure, though, Diana. Chris kind of wrote down some of the notes for me as I was getting everything set up for y'all. And then I do have some oracles. I'm going to wipe the board clean. Like I said, and as y'all come in, I want to thank y'all so much for joining us. Like I said, I hope you're enjoying the reading so far. If y'all have any requests, you can always drop those at the end of the video. And I said, and then I will try to get to them the best that I can. Like I said, and then if you have any information or just want to send out positive vibes for the reading, because we will be continuing, if y'all can hit that thumbs up, the share button or the like button, and maybe subscribe and share with some other people that you know. So that way we can kind of go ahead and get the word out. And if y'all can hear my candle crackling, it's so cool. It's like a fireplace. Thank y'all. And like I said, and everybody too, we drop candles in the box too, to also show our love and respect. So, do y'all have any questions about an individual? And the reason I'm saying I have the Vampire Tarot, I know you know a lot about this case. I can't even Cameron, her son, the third person. I don't know. As far as I just feel like she knows this Gernon dude from drug use. And so I feel like there was something that had to do with that or money, and it kind of somehow overflowed into that. Now, it could be the third person as far as the son, but I haven't really so much heard of that yet. So what we're going to do so far right now is I got from the Goddess Provisions box, Tammy and everybody who's getting theirs, harmonize with me. So since we went ahead and did the reading for him, we want to thank you for bringing his energy in. We are still going to do oracles, but we're going to release some of his energy since this was a bit of a heavy reading for him. All right, I thought the singing bowl would be nice, being that he is a child. I thought that would be calming. I was wondering why he came back for his brother. And who came back for the brother? The guy? That Gernon? You're welcome, TJ. Oh, yeah, probably because it was the timing. Thank you, Chief, for the donation. But do y'all have any questions? Carter. Now, Carter was Cash's brother, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I just want to make sure. You're very welcome, Tara. I said, and then we have, if y'all want to ask a question about Darylyn Brown, I did take out the vampire tarot because I'm not going to so much do that for the children. So if you have any questions about the adults, her or him, we can go ahead and use that deck. All right. So what questions do you have so far about the girlfriend at the time? Is there anything like implicating it or that stands out that y'all want to ask? Okay. Okay. So the dad and then her and Darylyn. All right. So let's see what her and Darylyn's relationship truly is. Again, I don't feel like this is some strange relationship. And then, okay, does she neglect him? Okay, what was Darylyn's and her relationship? Death. So I'm saying she did it. I mean, she helped. Like I said, with death in reverse, it's basically saying I helped plan it, I helped plot it. So again, he's responsible for the death, but she also helped put it in place. So let's go ahead and see what else about their relationship. Yeah, like Prince of Scepters. So this is somebody who's going to come in fast, aggressively if they need to, especially if they're asked to. And I do feel like they probably had some type of thing going on if it wasn't just the drug use. So let's go ahead and see what else about that. In the Chariot. So yeah, they're moving forward from that. So they thought this was going to help them move forward in the earthly realm. I don't know why they didn't choose both boys. Maybe there was plans to do so later. But they did know each other. So I'm saying there's a very strong feeling of them knowing each other. So they planned this together for whatever reason. Let's see. The twins' dad. Okay. So let's go ahead and ask about the twins' dad for Shelly. And I'll go down the list the best I can. So what is going on with the twins' dad? There's a Three of Skulls in reverse. The Three of Skulls is much like a third party in reverse, or trying to make something work as a relationship even, but it's not working. So you just kind of fake your way through it, but most of the time it's done in a manipulative way that's going to mess with the earthly realm, which is kind of what happened. Like I said, so maybe his relationship wasn't working out good, or he with her, so he left, and then somehow this guy stepped in, and the child got caught up in the middle. Well, let's go ahead and see with the Three of Skulls in reverse. Yeah, the Ace of Chalices. So it's like he had kind of given up. It feels like, even though he said, that I don't know if he said that they were going to break up, but I think that they were probably already on that, probably talked about it. And so it was something that he was ready to give up. Let me see if it was so much the child or if it was just her. I think it was everything. Queen of Girls is in reverse, so that's going to tell you he pretty much had no interest anymore in the Queen of Cups, which would have been that emotional attachment to her as his girlfriend. And then with the Ten of Scepters, it was almost like she had become a burden, and I feel like the others did too. I think that's why I know he's supposed to be on the run, but there was more than that going on in his head. He was running from the situation. Darren. I don't feel like Darren was set up by them, but we'll go ahead and check it. As y'all come into the room, welcome. We have 37 in the room, so I want to thank y'all for joining us. So we were doing Cash Gernon, and we were kind of trying to figure out what exactly happened. Who is all the real players here? No, I think he still knew. I think he knew. He says that he wouldn't have never left the child with her if he felt that way. But I think he already knew she was a drug user, and he knew about these people. And the reason why the Wheel of Fortune's in reverse, which means spending the will and taking a risk. So he knew if he left the children with her, it could come out bad. And with the Five of Swords, he knows there was a lot of unnecessary bickering going on. And this is usually going to go with drug use because you will fight about anything. And that's air energy. It can be. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Why weren't they with the mother? I'm going to see. It's like she had a choice to have the kids or not, and she chose not to. And I think she had her own issues, the mother. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think she just had her own things going on. And again, swords can be jobs. Yeah, I don't feel like you have to worry about much more happening because she's already being watched. But let's go ahead though and do a few more oracles real quick. So we're gonna do the chakra oracle and see what they have to say about that. Because we pretty much got it laid down that I pretty much feel like she knew Darren or Darylin or whatever the hell his name is. And then the dad took pretty much off on purpose. He was more worried about himself and what he could get away with. And I think he was done with the relationship and the whole dad thing to begin with. So let's go ahead and get a chakra card. We can get, let's see if we can get more than one. Divine consciousness, interconnection, expansion, oneness, and light. So this is where I kind of feel like he is saying he has become, because once you pass over, you kind of get enlightened with that energy. So I think now he much more understands what was happening around him. The 4 plus the 9 is a 13. We're getting down to 4, so it's stability. So he is saying right now where he is, he has more stability than what he had when he was here. I don't know, but he didn't take the twin. I think he changed his mind at the last minute. Yeah, but from my knowledge, he went back and tried to take him. Yeah, I'll do another one on my amulet. I'm just kind of waiting for something else to come out. Trust. So they trusted her. He trusted her. Leap into the unknown, have faith, and move forward. Believe you will fly. So I feel like he felt like if he would just kind of do as she asked, maybe this is even his father's energy to just trust. Like he was like he was fooling himself. He was knowing that she was not going to take care of him, but he was trying to convince himself that it would happen. That's what I'm saying. I feel like it was a trade-off. I think if he didn't have to worry about it, say like mature man. So I think this is more or less the dad, like not that he is mature because what he did was dumb. But with 5, there's confrontation. So he's trying to get away from the confrontation, but he plays it as if he's mature. That's why he's made this speech that he didn't, he feels so sorry and all these things. So let's go ahead and see what else comes out. Concern. So there was concern with the situation. He was trying to figure out how to deal with it and the best way to get away with it. Journey. And that's exactly what he did. He took off and he didn't want anything to be, he didn't want to be looked at. He was going to be like, I wasn't even around. There's no way I could do it. And then bad health. So basically, it was almost like kind of how they were presenting themselves. I think the bad health is self-induced. Like I said, it would mostly be this way, but I feel like there was things going on in their mind that they were doing to themselves, and so they kind of ignored it and kind of wrote it off to things that might have been going on with them. Oh, he is totally stupid. And false person, this is her and the guy that is helping her. So they are false. And you can see that she's wearing a mask, and so is he. She's covering her face. So they are not who they say they are. And then mature woman. So she is not the mature woman that she claims herself to be. She set this whole thing up, and she is trying to pay off debt. So in the journey he knew about, he figured the further away that he was, the less likely they were to blame him. Yeah, I agree, Ken. But that is going to be the reading so far for Cash. So, and that's the kind of, we did the oracle cards, the basic laying down of the board. But again, like I said, I do feel like it was planned. I feel like the father knew about it. He kind of just like jumped down before it got really too bad. I don't think he had no clue. I think she planned it. I think the guy knew her and she owed him money. So that was like that's probably why he came back to get the second kid. I feel like if not, it was the only other option of it not being money was to be with each other and to kind of get rid of these kids since this guy wasn't coming back. But and maybe she figured nobody would look for him because the mother wasn't around. But those are about your only two options. But either way, it's murder. So and the other one is attempted murder by kidnapping. So right. She didn't mention the name. Sorry, just putting all my cards up. But do y'all have any other questions about that? Like I said, I am putting my cards up, but I do have one deck left out. Like I said, I'll answer just a couple more questions. And I go eat some hamburgers and stuff. But I wanted to get this case out because I know a lot of people were requesting it. I hope everybody's had a great Memorial Day. Yeah, he did abandon them. But he abandoned them with purpose. I mean, with what's going on, I'm pretty sure that he'll probably be removed eventually. And what was that, TJ? I love this candle I have. It smells like wood. Okay. The girlfriend, let me see. I'm going to use a different deck for that one. Hold on. There's a good chance. Because this could represent Three of Pentacles, so that's going to be three things working together. So it could be her, the spouse, and the boyfriend, and the baby, the future baby. But let's go ahead and pull out a few more cards. And Pentacles are also fertility, the health, things like that. Five of Pentacles, yeah. So it's almost like somebody might not have been happy about the fact that she could have been pregnant, or she could have lost the pregnancy. But let's go ahead and get one more card to see. Yeah, I kind of feel like she might have lost it, or because the Five of Pentacles or Five of Swords is here, and as you can see, she has blood in her hands. So she could have been pregnant, but I don't think she is anymore. So I'll pull a few more cards. Three of Pentacles is here. Why is the Three of Pentacles here? Yeah, it's like the star didn't thrive the way it should. Life, the star is life. So with the Five of Pentacles, when that happened, she went into the Hierophant mode. So it's almost like she took into her own hands what she felt she needed to do. And then with the Five of Swords in reverse, like I said, again, you see the bleeding. She felt lied, stolen, and cheated from when this happened. So she felt like she needed to do what she needed. That's why you see all the swords. So she had no problem manipulating, lying, stealing, and cheating, which is what she did for the money. And the reason why is because of the Lovers. The Lovers were no longer working out the way that they should have. So I would say, yeah, she was pregnant, probably. I said I don't think she is anymore, but I do think she was. But do y'all have any questions about that, about her being pregnant, other than possibly losing it? Because I said I don't think she still is, but I do think she was. Or at least she for heavily sure thought she was. Yeah, pretty interesting case. A lot of moving parts, to say the least. So, but like I said, if y'all don't have any questions, I'm gonna go head out and eat. You're very welcome, and thank you, Diana, for requesting it. Because like I said, I was going to go ahead and do it, and then I forgot the name. So when you brought it back up again, I was really glad because I did want to look into it. Yeah, y'all all very welcome. I said, enjoy the rest of y'all's Memorial Day. Like I said, I'm sorry that I started a little bit late, but we'll go ahead and do another case this week coming up. We might do Scott Peterson, or it's going to be one of the Petersons, males, because we all know that they're just got the last name Peterson, then you better watch out. No, I'm just kidding, y'all. No offense to anybody with the last name Peterson. Oh, thank you. As I said, chaos coordinator. I feel like it works good for me. It makes me feel like I'm calming shit down. No, I'm just kidding. But like I said, y'all have a good Memorial Day. Y'all take care. Be safe. And I will see y'all very, very soon. And blessed be to all. The beauty queen that drowned in a lake. Yes, I did. And I was going to read it, but then didn't they say that they were just writing it off as an accident? So I didn't know if they were reopening it or not yet. But if they haven't, I'll look into it again because I did see that. She was like jogging or something, was found in a puddle of water and had drowned. That's the same one I'm thinking of. Is it? They've done a couple of ones, Rosie, on his for Lifetime. And blessings to you, Diana. So again, yeah. Y'all all have a good one. I'll reread through some of the comments and the cases and stuff whenever this uploads, and I'll go ahead and write down whatever it is that y'all are interested in. But again, I want to thank everybody for joining me. Like I said, again, if this is y'all's first time here and you're interested in being informed in the future when we have chats like this, like I said, if you want to hit the notification bell and also the subscribe bar, it will let you know whenever I go live and whenever I upload cases and do readings and stuff like that for the members or just donation readings. But yeah, I'll have to look at that ring because I saw that with another one. But bye-bye, everyone. Love ya. Have a happy Memorial Day. Be safe and blessed be. Bye, y'all.